Thanks for joining us. Law enforcement officials say they've busted an illegal drug lab in Brooklyn Center. The Hennepin County Sheriff's Office seized a lab that they say was used for creating the hallucinogenic drug DMT. It was discovered inside a Brooklyn Center home as sheriff's deputies executed a search warrant. A hazmat team searched the rest of the house and found a trove of other illegal drugs, including more than 30 gallons of liquid meth, cocaine, and fentanyl. Deputies also found 3 illegal guns and ammunition inside the home. The Osseo School District has submitted plans to expand Maple Grove High School, but the project has hit a snag. The plans would remove a playground the city paid for. The expansion would include several multi-story additions to the high school, totaling 52,000 square feet. The extra space would accommodate more classrooms, a larger cafeteria, and a bigger main entrance. A new drive aisle and parking lot at the north end of the school are also in the plans. The Maple Grove Planning Commission, however, voted to table the project for 2 weeks to allow time to figure out where to put a new playground. Commission members feel it would be a valuable asset for families watching games while tending to younger children. Families in a newly developed Plymouth neighborhood now have a new place to enjoy the outdoors. On Tuesday, Plymouth City officials joined members of the Schmidt family to celebrate the grand opening of Schmidt Woods Park. The city built the $2 million park on land donated by the estate of Roger Pete Schmidt, who died 3 years ago. The land had been in the family since 1883.
My dad would be just overjoyed to be here. He would love it that people are here. He would sit at the end of the driveway and invite people to come and sit with him and enjoy the woods. So this is Pete smiling down saying, yes, this is good.
The wooden elements of the playground equipment are designed to connect the area to the park's natural setting. The park also has a sugar house, which the city will use to offer educational opportunities about maple syrup production. The city of Plymouth is spending more than $4 million to buy a hotel near 2 busy highways. Officials say the purchase will help make way for redevelopment and transit. The Red Roof Inn is located off Highway 55 and Interstate 494. The city plans to buy the property and demolish the hotel this winter. That would clear the way to build a park and ride lot and other redevelopment. The decision comes as Metro Transit is moving ahead with plans for an all-day transit route running between Minneapolis and Plymouth on Highway 55.
So this will give the ability to, if you want to stay for a game, you want to stay for and be able to drinks or whatever, meet friends downtown and be able to come out here without having to drive downtown, you're going to have that ability to do that.
Metro Transit is also considering a bus rapid transit line on Highway 55. The Minnesota nonprofit has made its mark on Brooklyn Center for the last 10 years. Reporter Emily Haugen takes us to Brooklyn United Methodist Church, where volunteers have served thousands over the years.
3 days a week, an assembly line of volunteers is crafting meals for Loaves and Fishes.
People need to eat. Because there's that need, I want to help fulfill it.
Matt Horvath prepares a free meal service with no barriers, cooked on site at Brooklyn United Methodist Church. Horvath says for many, this meal is a lifeline.
In short, I would say the big thing is it's a great way for human connection, whether that's just receiving food from another person and getting to see a friendly face, or whether that's stopping in for a bit of a social hour. It tends to their humanity.
Horvath starts the work.
We're going to take these downstairs by the door.
Then volunteers hop in to finish the meal and carry it curbside.
Hello, hello, hello.
Basil Owen's been volunteering at this location for 3 years.
I love to serve. I love to interact with the people. To me, that's the best part of all this, is to see that what you're doing is actually making an immediate impact. There's 2.
Owen's time is a fraction of the days that this Loaves and Fishes shop's been open.
They can't get rid of me now.
And he's one of many volunteers that keep the now 10-year operation running.
When I grew up, everybody looked like me. That has changed, and I love it. There's this diversity now in this area. but there's also a need. 6 it is.
And over those 10 years,
You're welcome. Have a great Thanksgiving.
tens of thousands of meals served to anyone who might need it. Pastor Gloria Roach Thomas sees the power in that consistency.
I think in this day and age when there's a lot of uncertainty, to know that Loaves and Fishes is here and people can count on it,
Thank you. You're welcome.
that's a good thing.
In Brooklyn Center, Emily Haugen, CCX News.
You can visit Brooklyn United Methodist Church at noon on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for a free hot meal. This weekend is an opportunity to perhaps do a little holiday shopping and check out the Maple Grove art scene. In Weekend Showcase, photojournalist Dustin Scholl takes us to the shops at Arbor Lakes where you can discover one-of-a-kind art creations.
It's going to be a fun thing to do for everyone to come. It's family friendly, and we'll also have live music. We want to offer some handmade gifts out to the general public. We've got lots of variety. We're going to have jewelry, we'll have paintings, photography. I think it's twofold. I think it's to help the Maple Grove Arts Centre and promote that, but also the individual artists need exposure.
Right now I'm doing a lot of acrylic paintings. This one's kind of seasonal with the fall colors, also making a lot of different ornaments. These ones are made from upcycled material.
I love finding local artists, local vendors, and hearing the story about how they created the pieces and why they're so passionate about the work and the material. It's fun to be able to give a gift that has a story behind it.
It's a great way to meet local people and share the art that I've created and connect with people and make new friends.
It's a little bit more intimate. I actually have had some wonderful conversations. The art fair is a great experience as well. A little bit more activity and like that. And there's the benefit of not having to worry about the weather like we did at the art fair this year. So
I mean, there's nothing better than giving a beautiful handmade gift that's totally unique at holiday time.
You can see the local artist fall showcase on Saturday from 11 until 5 across from the H&M store in the shops at Arbor Lakes.
Wayzata and Maple Grove have built successful programs in girls basketball over the years. The Trojans and Crimson played Tuesday in the first of their 2 meetings this season.
The Trojans coming into the game 2-0, the Crimson 1-1. Jordan Odie with an early steal, and she turns it into a layup for 2 of her 18 first half points for the Crimson. But it was Wayzata that led most of the half. Katie Kelsenberg working in the paint and turns and scores 2 of her 10 points on the night. Trojans up 6. Sophie Hawkinson passes to the low block to Allie Burns. Burns scores 2 of her 10 points here. Trojans up 4 at the half. Early second half, Hawkinson drives to the basket and lays in 2 of her team-high 11 points. Wayzata matches its biggest lead of the night, up 9. Back comes Maple Grove. Sophia Anderson drives from the corner and scores, plus the foul. And it's a 3-point game after the free throw. Now late in the game, Kelsenberg scores off the entry pass and puts the Trojans up 3 with just over a minute to play. But Odie makes 2 free throws to make it a 1-point game, and then Bella Hanna gets the steal here and gives it to Odie, who goes in to score the winning basket with 7 seconds to play as Maple Grove beats Wayzata 56-55.
The Armstrong Cooper boys hockey team opened the season with a win Saturday over Providence Academy. The Wings played another non-conference game on Tuesday.
The Wings hitting the ice at New Hope Arena to face 1-0 St. Louis Park. Good breakout here by the Orioles late in the first period. Liam McCoy stopped on the breakaway, but Grant Haggerty is there to follow up on the rebound and score. Park takes a 1-0 lead after 1. And they break it open in the second period. Jack Metzer's shot is stopped, but Leo Schmoll gets to the loose puck and lifts it into the Wings' net. Power play goal for the Orioles, and they lead 2-0. How about this play? Lewis Piper wins the faceoff and fires a quick shot in for a goal. Park is up 3-0. They lead 4-0 after 2. AC finally gets on the board early in the third period. Number 22, Lewis McCozak, bangs home a rebound try for his first goal of the season to make it 4-1. But the Wings get no closer. St. Louis Park goes on to beat Armstrong Cooper 6-2.
The Providence Academy girls basketball team is shooting to make history this season. Chaz Moots has more on the Lions.
In Gym 2 at Providence Academy High School in Plymouth, an ordinary practice is underway for an unordinary team.
And they take home the state championship trophy.
The Lions come into the season as back-to-back Class 2A state champions. No girls basketball team in Minnesota State High School League history has ever won 4 straight state titles.
We have to always think of the end goal in practice, because sometimes we'll again get down or just feel tired, but we're what do we want the end goal to be? We have a goal, we need to accomplish this goal.
Upperclassmen Hope Counts and Madden Greenway have been a part of all 3 state championships for the Lions. Both just recently announced their plans for after high school, with Counts signing to Lipscomb and Greenway committing to the University of Kentucky.
For me, the basketball fit was just perfect. Coach Brooks, he really values his point guard position, and he told me multiple times that I was the only point guard he was going after. And I think just the trust that he instilled in me even when I wasn't committed. He was I'll trust you to run my program. And once I stepped on campus, I was it kind of sealed the deal for me.
What really sold me and why I went there was the authenticity, especially of the coaches. I wanted to go far. I could have gone farther, but that was the best place for me. It just felt like home.
Before college ball and before a hopeful 4th state title for the Lions, they'll play one of the toughest schedules in the state, which includes 8 Class 4A opponents.
If we want to get where we've gone the last 3 years, we're going to have to keep putting in the work, because we have a target on our back ultimately.
We've been through many hardships together, many tough games. And I think a lot of teams that we play against don't have that camaraderie that we do, and just being able to go through all that together.
Besides the returning starters of Greenway, Counts, and Millerburn, McKenna Schaefer and Beckett Greenway are expected to step in the starting lineup and add to the Lions team that knows what it takes to win a state title. In Plymouth, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.